So, you know.
Yeah.
And for all of you guys in Bachelor Nation who complain about me always wearing a sequin gown the first night, there is a reason. It's because we wet the driveway. I'm sure you've all seen wet dresses walking by and things like that. So picture that she's standing out there for a couple of hours while all these people and all these tricks come through. That dress is soaked. So in order to be able to finish the rest of the show that night, I need to be able to get in there, clean it, and dry it. Silk and stuff like that does not work. So yes, that's my one thing where there's a formula.
Welcome to Meeting Maggie, where we value each person's authenticity, whether it be over Starbucks or stargazing, and from fandom to fanfare. Season 2 of Meeting Maggie is all about the secret sauce of life. And as we discuss, they meet me, Maggie McGregor.
I am here, Maggie McGregor, on the Meeting Maggie podcast with none other than Cary Fetman, costume designer on the Bachelor, Bachelorette franchise. And we are so excited to have him here today. It's my second time talking to Cary, and Cary is just so much fun, and he is a proponent for love, and that is what I love about Cary.
I do love love.
Most recently, Cary worked with Taylor Frankie Paul. We are going to talk about clothes, about shoes, and about falling in love, and how he helps make that happen.
Oh, I wish I had the power. I would be in love myself. But I think it's so much easier for the teacher to teach than it is to take his own rules.
Do as I say, not as I do, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I suck. I really do. No, you have to. I have to love you in order to be able to teach you how to fall in love. And apparently, I haven't fallen in love with myself that much.
Oh, geez.
or I feel bad for the people who might be falling in love with me, and I'm like, yeah, no. Get away. Get away. We all need to save ourselves when we can.
Yeah.
I love your necklace, by the way.
Thank you. I got it for Christmas. I'm so happy you said that.
So pretty. The links are beautiful. I can't tell. Is it a turtle on the side?
It's actually a coin. It's yeah.
Oh, I like it. Oh, yeah. I'll be talking to you after this to find out where you got it.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll link it, everybody.
Yeah.
So, Cary, you are celebrating 24 years on the show. Is that correct?
Really am? Yeah.
I think if you look back. Yeah, last time we chatted, it was 17, and it has been 6 years since we chatted.
Whoa. I hope I lied to you the first time, because I'm that old. No, I really am that old. Why am I even pretending? You can see me. I got old. I was old before I started the show, and I got even older on the show. I'm having cocktails with you, by the way.
Oh,
Have
great.
a happy hour.
What are you drinking?
Well, one is water, one's vodka.
Oh, great.
Right, depends on which one you need.
Well, cheers to love. I'm drinking a seltzer. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so 24 years with the Bachelor franchise, and that is truly unbelievable. Like, you must love your job on some days, on most days.
Yeah, like everything. There is something so magical because we end the season, and I cry at the idea I'm not going to see them anymore every day. I talk to them like 4 times a week until I finally feel like I'm weaned off a little. Mm-hmm. And then every once in a while, they'll just call and go, wow, I was really missing you today.
Oh.
And I'm like, and then I'm right back in it, and I'll be like, I just want to see you every morning again.
Yeah. And last time we chatted, you were talking about how some of the contestants are, like, they're still in touch with you, but they come and stay with you. Is that still the case?
Yes. I will say that my house has gotten a little busier since back then when I was here all alone and there wasn't like 2 full rooms of clothing filled now. And that people could just stay and be no problem. But it's I will say I think Hannah Brown was my favorite. Well, Rachel also when she finished. Listen, I can't even name all of them now that I think about it. If they've had Hannah was here the whole time I was gone, so that was right after the show aired and she had broke up live on AFR. And but we were just at a function where I got to see everybody from one through all of them. So like 16, 17.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like walking into my greatest day. It was like somebody was roasting me and I was so thrilled.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, so you've added another bachelorette to that crew. Taylor has an amazing body, so I'm guessing that there were no insecurities that she had.
Y- you know, her body is so amazing. And yet I think I think we all have a spot that we don't like.
Right.
I mean, I look in the mirror and I'm like, I hate my whole thing. But I mean, you know, there's times where you look and go, you're crazy. And then there's other moments where you're like, okay, well, just tell me. You know, like I can fix that. I don't have to show that. I don't have to hide that. I don't need, not a problem. We'll work around it.
Is there like something in your toolkit as a stylist that you whip out? Like, is it Spanx? Is it fashion tape to fix like insecurities?
We try to figure it out during the fitting so that we try to change it before we have to get to that point. When we get there, of course, every stylist has all of those toys. I mean, I don't have any special toys that anybody else does. But with Taylor, she certainly did not need Spanx. She certainly did not need any of those. But yeah, there were spots where she said, "Hey, you know what? That's not my favorite."
Yeah, I'm sure. So what brands of gowns do you like to shop for the women or for the contestants? You turned me on to MacDougal.
Is it not fabulous? I know the prices have gone up recently, but the clothes, the gowns have come out even more gorgeous. They've kind of limited their line a little more, so they're not like so big. But the clothes come in and they're stunning. They really are. I mean, there's that, and we've got so many lines that we pull in from. And so grateful that after all these many years, and the fact that I suck at Instagram, and you know, I read everybody else's posts, and I'm like, oh wow, they've already got my post up before let me make sure that I'm posting it correct. It's fun. I love the fact that everybody loves to talk about what they're doing it before I even get to. It's cool.
Yeah, what are there shoes that you favor for the dates that the Bachelorette goes on?
Shoes?
Yeah.
Well,
like shoe brands, you know?
Right, but depending on what the date is. I mean, you know, we got hollered at because we had a Tom Ford pair of shoes this season, but it was one pair of shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, we eliminated 5 others to pay for the one pair. But it was one of those things she must have worn 6 times. The others line, you know, we'll go from Sheen. No, I won't say Sheen yet. That's a joke. That's a joke in case everybody was getting angry. No, I'm not. But I am. I will say that we go. It used to be Sarah Jessica. Her line was she copied everybody, but now everybody's copying everybody. I mean, damn, the lines themselves are copying their lines. I don't. So you can go at any price point now. Trying to think of some of my favorite stuff. There's like 3 that are really great. Low. They do the shoe more beautifully than half the other designers that I see. and they do it for $190, $120, $200,
Amazing.
as opposed to 2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
Yeah. So Taylor's everyday wardrobe is like hands-on mom, sweats. So I'd imagine that this was a big contrast to what she wears every day.
So when Taylor and I first talked, the very first meeting with us, and she was still busy shooting her show, and in order to get everything done, she was working nonstop. And so we talked once for like 20 minutes that turned into 40 minutes into an hour. But she said to me,
Hey, I am Maggie McGregor, and I'm coming to you in my coffee bar in my apartment to tell you all about one of my favorite boutiques, Golden Coast in Clark Summit, PA. It's right on State Street. You can't miss it, and they bring a unique shopping experience. They have brands like Arata, Magnolia Pearl, Steve Madden, BB Dakota. Golden Coast, a women's shopping experience you can't afford to miss.
"Hey, I am not a big sequiny girl. I'm not like one of the other bachelorettes. I wear sweats. I'm always casual. I'm always, and if I'm wearing jeans, I want them big and boxy, and I want my jackets boxy." And I'm like, "Aren't you like teeny tiny?" And during one of the fittings, after I'd given in on a bunch of things, I was pinning her, just taking a little of the fabric out, just a little, and she said to me, "You're throwing up in your mouth right now, aren't you?" and I laughed so hard that I almost swallowed the pins. I mean, it was like I had a bunch of pins in my mouth, and I'm just going, and I was like, "Give me 1 second. Yeah, I need to swallow." Yeah. So that was Taylor. I mean, that's Taylor in a nutshell. She was willing to try everything. She told me what she doesn't like. She's very decisive and very, very quick. So there's no wasting time. When she's trying, she never gets tired. She never complains. When you say you're tired, then she'll sit down for a minute. Otherwise,
oh my gosh.
It's the best.
An Energizer Rabbit.
She knows what she needs to get done. She's a really professional.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, she's very cool.
So how many outfits did you go through with Taylor? Or how many pieces of clothing did you have to get in to dress her?
Oh, wow. When we bring in, there's probably 45 racks of clothes in my house. My living room probably holds 30. 15 are spread out throughout other parts of my house. And fortunately, I have an elevator in the building that we're able to, as we finish a rack, it slides out and a new rack gets slid in.
Amazing.
And she and I are nowhere near where the racks are being slid in. So when we start all over again at the beginning, it's like, haven't I been here already? So it's a lot of clothes. And this season, because it turned out to be much colder everywhere we went, I will admit that I wasn't quite prepared. She's also 90 pounds. Yeah, and so getting cold. But if you asked her if she could put a coat on instead of ruining an outfit, not a chance.
Really?
No. Not
Committed to the
sorry.
look.
Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, for her to borrow a jacket, which I think one day during one of the guys, she couldn't find the stole she had from me. And so a guy offered her a jacket, she did it. And then she passed by a window or something where she saw a reflection. She was like, can I talk to Cary for a second? And we went on a man-hunt.
That's so funny. I really hope that Taylor finds love, and I'm so excited to watch her season. Other contestants who have fallen in love, what contestants have been rewarding seeing that lately?
Oh man, JoJo just had a baby. I mean,
Ah!
my baby just had a baby,
Oh!
and I was just sorry, and I was just with her right before. I think that was the last part of her traveling, and all of a sudden somebody texted me to say, "Hey, did you see Instagram? JoJo had her baby." And 2 days later, I got a text. Look what I'm holding. And
Oh.
I cried my eyes out because that was like one of those where living through her, they just were such a happy couple. And she was so afraid the night before. And now they're married, I don't know, 9, 10 years, and a brand new baby. And she's not my only, there's so many right now that are delivering. Andy just had a baby. It may not have been with the guy she met on Bachelorette, but she certainly, yeah, she did amazing. And the baby is adorable.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that's half. I mean, listen, Emily told me about this little girl that I met when we came to North Carolina, and all of a sudden I'm meeting this 5-year-old, and she's now having a baby.
Oh
So
my
she's a grandma. I mean, I don't know if that makes me a great grandpa or just when your children have children, it's just hard.
I bet. So when you grew up in the Midwest, correct?
Yeah,
So when
pure
you
Chicago.
were like a little boy growing up, did you even like imagine having this type of career?
Never.
Never?
Because I never even knew that it existed, so I didn't even know how to wish for it.
Hmm.
If I had known about it, yes, I would have wished for this my whole life, but I don't. I just never. I didn't know it existed. But in Chicago, I was in fashion, and I opened my own clothing store. It began at 19. By the time I finally got the financing and into a place and opened a store, I was 21. And so it was only supposed to be for men. It was supposed to be kind of after a store in New York called Charivari. I used to love going Soho, and there was the one store that they'd have birds flying and dogs walking through, and
Oh
so
my gosh.
and so I went out to do a store like that for Chicago, and it was insane. I mean, you didn't know if you were buying pots and pans or if you were buying, a coat that came down to the floor or leather pants for six. I mean, back then we're talking about 80s. I think, yeah, something close to that. And it was, that's when parachute and all of these outrageous fashions were coming into New York, but not to Chicago quite yet.
Okay.
And then I met Oprah.
Yes.
She was still, right, she was, okay, let's not forget, she was still Oprah Winfrey back then, so she was not Oprah. And she would come into the store every day, and we would pick out outfits, and if I had only known that when you have a celebrity in front of you, you don't charge them anything. You just give it to them, or you loan it to them, or you whatever. So even back then, I go back and think, wow, I could have had a career that far back. I was just too stupid. I had no idea how any of this worked.
So what was working with Oprah like? Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah was delightful. I mean, she was Oprah, but she was a friend. I mean, I got her in the dressing room, so I got a different side of Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Oprah that you could take a walk to go out for dinner and have a serious conversation with. I remember the night before she was going on Johnny Carson. It was her first national big thing, getting something. And I had a house party for her, and I remember, and back then, it was an hour difference in taping. So she had finished early in the afternoon, and I've got all these people at my house that are friends of hers. And she calls, and she's like, I had Joan Rivers, and she's like, she told me I would be pretty if I was not fat. I saw her just repeat the story in a version of that the other day, and I was like, okay, that was kind of the story. But then I ended up meeting Joan Rivers and doing Joan Rivers for the last 20 years of her life, and still
Amazing.
doing Melissa. And so the full circle for me is freaky. I mean, it was to do Joan Rivers or to be criticized by her, or I mean, it was the scariest thing for a stylist.
Yeah.
And now I look and I think to myself, this is a woman whose house I would sleep at every month I'd come in.
Aw.
Yeah, it's been an amazing, incredible life. And
Yeah.
then Bachelor came in the middle of all of that. And now I've seen the whole world because of it. I've seen people fall in love, left and right. Uh, I get to see the whole process of when they don't think it's working, they don't think they're falling in love with anybody, especially the guys. The guys suck until the very end. But the women know that first night. I always say to them that first night, give me your 5 top people, and I'll lay you odds at the end of the season, 3 of them are in the top 4.
Oh, wow.
It's insane. I don't know if it's a smell that you guys have that you're or that you're able to smell on something on a man that you know immediately. If it's a look, I would hate to believe you're that shallow. But you guys do know. It's
That's good advice. It is. So talk to us about the amazing travel that you
oh my
have.
God, the travel is
Yeah.
in a million years. I never dreamt that this was going to be my life. Where you go away for a month, you come home for a few days, you go away for another 2 weeks, you stay home for a month, and then you start traveling again. You don't ever have to make a hotel reservation. You don't ever have to make a car pickup reservation. You get a text the night before saying the car's picking you up at this time. Is one SUV going to be enough for you? and it's freaky how many times one SUV is not enough to carry all the luggage. It's really weird.
Do you have to pack up, like, so you start in LA, I'm assuming.
We
You
always
have to-
start in LA.
So you have to pack up all those clothes to go on location, wherever you're
Right.
going on location.
Right.
Yeah, what is that process like?
So in real life, we leave after episode 3, usually. Now, mind you, sometimes we have left after. Listen, during COVID, we were in a bubble the whole time, so we never moved from anywhere for 2 years. But we were the first show to come back on the air because they knew that we were a travel show. You know, it's kind of a combination of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. It's all about the beautiful travel, the way we shoot it, the clothes, the jewelry, the places we go, the way that the set designer sets it up, the way that the lighting people light it. And we have some of the best cameramen. I've seen somebody hanging from a helicopter with his camera hanging down and him holding on by his legs. And you're
Oh
just
my
like,
gosh.
are you guys insane? But they see a shot that they want to get. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
that's amazing. What is one of your favorite places that you have traveled to with the show?
Listen, nothing is ever going to replace.
Hey, it's Maggie McGregor coming to you in my coffee bar to tell you about a great boutique. Runway Boutique has the fetchest lines from all over the United States. Amy curates a unique collection of shoes, coats, bags, jewelry. It's really a stop that you can't miss. One of my favorite lines that Amy carries is Millie. I love Millie. I've loved Millie for the past 2 decades I'm dating myself. It's a sweet little shop with a big attitude that you can't miss on North Washington Avenue in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Place Paris, and
I knew you were going to say that.
I mean, when I'm trying to remember, we were there. Oh, I know, because Gabby and oh, come on, help. This is why I said you don't know.
I know, I'm blanking.
Me too. Oh my God, I just talked to her the other day too. Anyhow, something we had done the night before was really a big screw up. And the next morning, they came to her and said, "Tell me what you want to make this okay." And she said, "I want to wear that dress, and I want it to be in Paris." And she got it.
Oh
And
my
the
gosh.
And the next morning, Gabby, and the makeup artist met us because she was already gone, and we all met in Paris. And
Oh my gosh.
yeah. And so it was. I don't know how our travel department does it. I mean, it's like kudos to them, kudos to the date department that makes these dates. Somehow they got the Eiffel Tower within a day.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's an incredible team that had been together forever, that had been doing this work. It's broken up a little lately. You know, there's a lot of new changes to the show, but a lot of it is still the same. The show is still the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's an amazing.
I miss the family.
Yeah, I bet. So what Bachelor brides have you dressed? I know that you worked on some weddings.
Yeah, I have. Oh God, I knew you were going to put me on the spot on that too.
Oh, geez.
So let's see. Jen's, we did a dress from scratch for Randy Rahm. I kept flying to New York. Jen Chef. Right, I want to make sure I'm not confusing the Jens.
Okay.
Right. I did. Oh, come on. You've seen all the weddings.
I
mean,
have.
Trista, that was my first.
Oh my
that was my first. I mean, seeing Trista is still like when I walk in and Trista is there or she walks in, and I hear that voice and I'm like, oh my God, get me to her now. I mean, Trista will still call. This is 20 some years later. And she'll still say, "Hey, do you like this outfit if I'm going to this party?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's the relationships I have with these people. I mean, there'll be photos that'll come out right after the Academy Awards of where I'm just laying in bathtubs with them. It was when you talk about a grandfather's happiest day, I don't even think I can call them my children anymore. But they just make me happy.
That's amazing. So for The Bachelor, for the show, you dress them in the morning, and then you're not on set for the rest of the day. Is that correct?
Right. Yeah.
It's an amazing work schedule.
Oh, I pray to everybody that once they get to experience this job. This is a blessing that has come to me that I am grateful for all the time. And I am not a religious person. It's not about any of that. It's just about knowing that how lucky you really are. Mm-hmm. And boy, do I know.
Yeah. So how big is your team that you work with? Like, do you have assistants?
Yes, I have a person who's no longer an assistant because she's been with me for so many years. Her name is Christine Couch, and she is incredible, and she can do me better than I can do myself. I mean, like, if I say, hey, we're short on, I can tell that we don't have enough black dresses, or we don't have enough green, or I'm looking for something red. 2 days later, things are popping up that if I didn't even see. I mean, and so there's no question that Christine is amazing. and then a woman named Dawn Couch who runs everything. I mean, it is all done where why we have thank you notes going out to some people and apology notes to others about why it took us so long to get back or that we never got to use one of their pieces this season. It's, that's when I would be like, oh, I want to write this. I really want to write this. And I just never would. But Dawn does. And Dawn makes sure that every single piece that we took out is sent back to the correct people. And there's a lot of pieces. I mean, I used to say we went through 145 outfits per season. I don't even know anymore. I mean, we've cut out some of it, but we've added more of it. There's different scenarios of where it'll be like we need 5 different changes for this. And so it's a big show.
Yeah. It's amazing. Are there, when you're on location, do you shop at department stores, or do you shop at all, or do not have time?
So it just depends on. No, I have time. I have time. They don't have time to fit. And trying to get something fitted in like a 6-day period of while we're in that country, and then explain to them my pinning versus like my people who have been sewing after 24 years, you're saying? I would say they've been probably working for me for 40. And so the idea that somebody else is going to understand, especially in a foreign location. And I try it. I mean, we've learned. Some people look like they do the most amazing job, and others look like they sewed it with a fish hook. And so if I can get everything done in LA, I much prefer it.
Yeah.
But yes, we do go shopping in other countries, and it's a blast.
Do you have a favorite department store chain that you go to?
You know what? I've learned that everything, especially since COVID, a lot of it is online. I'm still that old school that likes to touch things.
Right.
Like I need to know what the fabric feels like, what it really looks like, not in a photo, but on the hanger, and and be able to put it in front of a mirror and see like what it's going to do and how it drapes. But now there's so many new lines and it changes every season.
Yeah.
I mean, fashion it's like every relationship. It just keeps changing.
So we are talking right before Valentine's Day, and last time I interviewed you, you were shopping for fantasy suites at Saks. And that is something you really have to touch and feel the fabric for.
Exactly. It doesn't work in a photo.
No. So what lingerie
Although that
line...
sounds so icky that I'm going up to women's lingerie and just touching and feeling in the department store. Maybe that's why security follows me everywhere I go.
Do you have a favorite line that you use for fantasy suites?
It depends on how many fantasy suites, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And it also depends on if I think that they're going to actually wear it or they're going to be embarrassed by me bringing it. It's like one of those things that nobody wants to think about before they get on the show. And as many times as I say to them, hey, let's talk about this, I shouldn't be making these decisions for you. But I have learned, no, they just want, that morning, they want to be shown a couple of things, and they'll very cautiously grab it and just go, oh. And they like hide it, like don't let anybody see this. And that it's great because that is their private time, and half the time, I don't even want to know if they wear it or they don't wear it. And I'm good. I'm really good.
Well, this has been a fantastic interview. What do you have to say to Bachelor Nation watching this?
Bachelor Nation, I cannot thank you enough for all the support and all the love you guys have sent to the show for all these years. You are the most amazing fans. And while I know not everybody thinks everything I do is great, I love reading it, and I especially love the reactions when I can react back and go, no, I think you're crazy. Or, wow, that was really helpful. Thank you. You're right. Yeah, I mean, I see things the same way they do. I'm watching it for the first time. You know, I see it in real life, but I don't get to see it on camera until everybody else sees it.
Right. I didn't think of that.
Right. And there's a huge difference between camera and in real life. And so, you know.
Yeah.
And for all of you guys in Bachelor Nation who complain about me always wearing a sequin gown the first night, there is a reason. It's because we wet the driveway. I'm sure you've all seen wet dresses walking by and things like that. So picture that she's standing out there for a couple of hours while all these people and all these tricks come through. That dress is soaked. So in order to be able to finish the rest of the show that night, I need to be able to get in there, clean it, and dry it. Silk and stuff like that does not work. So yes, that's my one thing where there's a formula. Otherwise, there's no formula. It's all up to what she wants to wear and however it's going that night. And she can change her mind that day. So, you know, Maggie, I always love talking to you. You are absolutely the best.
Oh, thank you so much, Cary.
You really are.
I love talking to you. And everybody, thanks for listening. This is Maggie McGregor with Cary Fetman on Meeting Maggie podcast.
Thanks everybody.